Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XLM. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XLM, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly what's going on with XLM and the new financial system, because it's all coming together perfectly. And you know, a lot of people don't see what's really going on. So big news, Stellar Org is live on Paychan. Users in Africa can now on-off ramp Stellar, USDC, and XLM directly on wallets and dApps built on Stellar using Africa's local payment methods like M-Pesa, MTN, Momo, bank transfer, and more. Onboarding Stellar made easy for Africans. Now, I showed you all the on-off ramps that are opening up all around the world over the course of the last year. And that still continues even right now, because there's something bigger really going on. But we'll talk more about that at the end of this video. JP Morgan says PayPal stablecoin could boost Ethereum activity. So the launch this week of PayPal stablecoin could benefit Ethereum by increasing its total value locked, according to JP Morgan. This could boost Ethereum activity and enhance Ethereum's network utility as a stablecoin DeFi platform. But what about, why would they ever build this on Ethereum? What about the gas fees? You know, why didn't they build this on Stellar? It would have been a much better option for them. And who's going to cover all these fees? PayPal stablecoin can be frozen like Tether and Circle. The launch of the coin has led some Twitter users to highlight that it boasts functions that would allow the company to freeze assets and wipe value from addresses. Other stablecoins do use different names for these functions. Tether, for example, relies on Blacklist, which on Ethereum makes use of the Blacklist function. This prevents the token from being transferred. The function that destroys assets in an address is called destroy black funds. Now, if they could freeze your assets, remember PayPal is the same company that like a year ago was going to charge people $2,500 because of things they said online. And people didn't like it then, and they definitely don't like this option now. And I think this is going to push more people away from PayPal. It's not going to make PayPal any better. So when PYUSD on Stellar, just like USDC on Stellar, now that makes sense, not Ethereum garbage. Like I just said, it does not make sense for anyone to ever launch anything like this on Ethereum. There must be more to that. And even Danelle Dixon commented on this. I've seen it before. Clarity leads to adoption. Obviously, PayPal's PYUSD has been long in the making, but it's no coincidence that we're seeing it announced following SEC court case decisions and movement on two significant pieces of legislation. The longer the U.S. waits to provide clarity, the more we risk pushing innovation and entrepreneurship abroad. Let's hope for continued leadership from elected officials on the vital work to advance legislation and more great orgs like PayPal embracing and leveraging blockchain. I do, however, like the idea of PayPal using blockchain, but they should have chose the right one. And I don't think Ethereum was it. But we'll wait and see. I'm sure PayPal will pull from Ethereum and most likely end up on Stellar eventually. Stellar Network accounts are like Swiss Army knives for assets. They can hold, transfer, and track anything you can imagine, from cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ether to fiat currencies like dollars and pesos, or even NFTs, bonds, and equity, you name it. Stellar can handle it. Each asset has its own code and issuer, and since different organizations can issue credit for the same asset, there's a lot of overlap in asset codes. But don't worry, you always know which asset is which, thanks to the unique combination of its code and issuer. You know, no other blockchain is built the way Stellar's built. Stellar is built for the new financial system. And yet so many people are still overlooking this cryptocurrency. I look at it like it's on sale right now. It's a steal of a deal. You got to buy as much as you possibly can while you still can, because eventually you will get priced out of this cryptocurrency. Web3 gamers ready to get your mind blown. LiveMint Auction House is your one-stop shop for exploring gaming, metaverse, and NFT collections on Stellar. LightMint was one I haven't talked about in a while, and I wanted to let you all know that this is another great project on Stellar. And you know, Stellar is very well-rounded. XLM is a well-rounded cryptocurrency. And you know, most people don't notice it. It gets pushed down because people are so focused on XRP. And I always even say it in XRP videos all the time. If you're holding XRP, you better be holding XLM. They move together. Why lose out on those gains? The banksters will engineer the coming financial crisis to usher in the new and improved digitalized system of control, concealing their crimes as they loot and burn the current system to the ground. You know, I think what's going on right now is they're rushing to the bottom. Our country here in the United States is spending like they never spent before. And I think it's all happening by design. You have the government spending a ton of money wastefully, and then you have banks consolidating at the same time. Then you have crime-ridden streets in every major city. The U.S. is falling apart, and I think it's happening because it's time for the U.S. dollar to no longer be the world's reserve currency. I think a new currency is going to rise. The new financial system. There are 7 cryptocurrencies that are recognized as ISO 222 compliant. Now, we know XLM is one of those cryptocurrencies. So if you know this, why would you not invest in this? You know it's coming. You know, I could see if I was doing a video 2 years ago and I was talking about this, people would say, well, I'm not quite sold on that. I don't know if I want to invest in that. Today, it's totally different. All you have to do is look at all the on-off ramps that Stellar's building all throughout the world right now. That's the new financial system. It's getting built right in front of you. Wake up before it's too late. They all have to work together to make everything work smoothly in the new quantum financial system, level playing field. Now, you heard the words level playing field. I don't care if you came into crypto last week, last month. At some point, somebody talked about the new financial system and a level playing field. And that's very important because that's exactly what Stellar's doing right now. Stellar Foundation head still bullish on U.S. stablecoin law in 2023. Let's first start with regulatory outlook. Dixon said she had a bit of an epiphany 2 or so weeks ago. She thought about our industry versus the traditional financial industry, where there's trillions of dollars. The Stellar Development Foundation has a number of relationships on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., as well as with state financial regulators throughout the United States, she said. Now, I just did a video recently where I talked about the 3X coins, and I said XLM is not going to have any issues going forward with the SEC. In fact, XLM is already being utilized inside of the United States right now. The digital asset sector, broadly speaking, she said, could stand to actually all pay attention to the CFTC's role in shaping the industry's path forward in the U.S. this year. Now, I said it before, we need to hand over crypto to the CFTC. I did a video a while back where I showed you the leader from the CFTC, one of the people that are high up there, talking about crypto and talking about retail investors. And they said that the average person could come into crypto, they could put a little bit of money in it, and they could walk away with a lot of money. So they want to keep the retail investor involved in crypto, and we need that path forward as retail investors. We want to be able to buy cryptocurrencies into the future. You know, at some point, XLM, XRP, XDC, these ISO coins are going to price people out. But then new cryptocurrencies are going to emerge. It's just a matter of time. It happens all the time. And you want to be able to invest in those as well. Who knows what the next big technology is? You want to be here for that. You don't want to be pushed out of this market. And you know, if we gave control to the SEC and the handful of politicians in Washington, the anti-crypto army, that's exactly what they want. They want me and you to sell our crypto and get out of crypto forever. They don't think we're worthy to be holding crypto. They don't want us to get rich. But let's get back to a level playing field. So, bridging the financial services gap for the unbanked. How Stellar ramps make finance more inclusive. So first, let's define a few terms. The term unbanked refers to the people who are not served by a bank or similar financial institution in any way. The underbanked, meanwhile, refers to people who may have a bank account but often rely on alternative financial services such as unofficial money changers, informal agents, and payday loans rather than on traditional loans and formal accounts to manage their finances and fund purchases. So think about it. You have a new financial system coming, right? You're not going to want to leave people behind. That's happening right now with the SWIFT system and the traditional banking system. It leaves so many people without any options. That's why it's time for the level playing field. On and off ramps on Stellar help bridge the gap between services the unbanked have available to them and those available in traditional finance by connecting them to the digital economy and blockchain-based financial services. For example, Vibrant, a mobile wallet that can be used with ramps to cash in and out, allows users who do not have a checking or savings account to still hold value in a digital account. Asset tokenization has the potential to allow a broader swath of people to access a wider variety of assets. And while many people are simply unaware of types of products available in traditional finance, easy-to-use blockchains like Stellar present a fresh opportunity to access financial services without the baggage of a system that was never built for everyone. The new system will be built for everyone. Stellar is already building the new financial system. I don't know how much clearer it can get at this point. It's happening right now in real time. And you know why tokenization is going to be so big? It allows the everyday 9-to-5 working person to invest in real estate, invest in a forest somewhere, invest in movie making in Hollywood. It has so many options because it's now a level playing field. Every single person will be involved. And you want to be the person who invests early into this new system. That time is right now. And that's exactly why I'm stressing it more and more in every single video that I do, because I don't want any of you to get left behind in any way. This is your one shot. Set yourself financially free. And I'm not saying go out and invest thousands and thousands of dollars. You know, Stellar's so cheap right now. I mean, even if you put 10, 20 bucks in here and there, it's one more step towards financial freedom. But you gotta take the first step. You know, I could show you what's coming. You don't even have to believe me. But it's right there in front of you. You know, when I make videos, I base everything on facts. This way, there's no arguing it. This way, you could see it right there in front of you. But like I always tell you in every video, let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.